Hello again everybody, this is Michael for Tactica Imperialis. This video is the third part of my Codex Orks analysis. This video will be looking in particular at the troop section, and then I've got an announcement to make. So I'll just start the analysis and then... before I start, I've noticed when I've been watching my videos back that I have a problem with skipping. As in, I seem to be unable to work out what I'm actually saying. I can only apologise for that. I think the software must be having some issues. Right. Ork troops. The basic one is the Ork boy. 6 points per model. Weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 2, strength 3, toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 2, 2 attacks, leadership 7, 6 plus armor save. Or you have the Ard boy, who is the same but has a 4 plus save. I'll come on to him. Squad size 10 to 30. Slugger and chopper basic. Furious charge, mob rule war. Transport may take a truck if they're in 12 or smaller squads. Strength 3 is the only issue I find. Strength 4 with Furious Charge, which is okay, but Furious Charge in the past used to help initiative as well, which made them Strength 4 Initiative 3, which was great. Now it's Strength 4 Initiative 2, but we can live with that. I'd still rather they be Strength 4 and get Furious Charge for Strength 5. Oh well. The entire mob may take stick bombs. These are basic defensive grenades, so throwable, strength 3 AP6, I believe. May replace slugs and choppers with shooters for free. Instead of having 2 weapons in melee and a pistol, they have a single gun, which is 2 shots and 18-inch range instead of 12. For every 10, you may take a big shooter or a rocket launcher. Big shooter, anti-infantry, rocket launcher, anti-tank, or anti-heavy armor. Always recommend the big shooter because the rocket launcher requires a better roll to hit because there's only 1 shot. And as we know, ballistic skill 2 on an orc is pants, 5 plus to hit. So I would always recommend the big shooter. 1 mob may be upgraded to Ard boys for 4 points per model, so that's a 10 point per model unit now. They have a 4 plus save, so it's them a lot more survivable. Only once per army though. But I still recommend Ard boys at least once, maybe just a 10-man in a truck or something, just because they're quite useful. I'll come on to trucks. May upgrade 1 boy to a knob, hard boy or not, for 10 points. May take a big chopper and power claw. If you've seen my HQ video, you know I've told you so before that the big chopper is great if it had an AP value. It doesn't, so yes, your knob is strength 6, but it has no AP. Power claw, double strength, AP 2. But initiative 1. So unless you're going up against something else that's initiative 1 or a vehicle, it's not amazing. May take heavy armor if it doesn't have it already, and may take a boss pole. I don't bother with those 2 because if he's got heavy armor as basic because of an Ard boy squad, great because it's cheaper by a point. And in regular squads, it's not really that worth it. The other troop choice is Gretchen. These guys are 3 points per model. Weapon skill 2, ballistic skill 3. Strength 4, toughness 2, no, strength 2, toughness 2, sorry. 1 wound, initiative 2, 1 attack, LD 5, no save. 10 to 30 plus runt herds. Runt herds are taken for 1 per 10. So if you take 10, you have to take 1. If you take 20, you take 2. They are basically identical to Ork boys. Apart from their wargun, instead of a chopper, they have a grabber stick, which reduces 1 model's attacks by 1 in base contact. So if a character's got 4 attacks, he now has 3. Squig Hound is for morale checks. Remove D3 Gretchen to reroll a failed morale check. You may upgrade to have a Grot Rod, which is a weapon for melee that always wounds on a 4 plus. I don't know if it's much better than a grabber stick, but I've seen both work. The rule for Gretchen is it's a Grot's life. This rule was made in 4th edition when this codex was released and was about minefields. So it's not that applicable anymore, I'm afraid. Runt herds have all the basic rules of orcs. The dedicated transport, we have the truck. This is skill 2, front, side, and rear armor of 10, big shooter, and ramshackle. May take a rocket launcher if it wants. I wouldn't though. Same problems with Ork boys and the ballistic skill. Capacity of 12, mega armor counts as 2, your typical transport. Red paint job plus 1 inch movement. I suppose maybe. Grot riggers fixed immobilized. If you need to be getting around places, this is the best one to have for only 5 points. Stick bomb chucker gives any assaulting unit stick bombs. A bit circumstantial, really. Armor plates, 10 points reduced stun to shaken. I wouldn't bother. boarding plank allows one model inside the truck to attack other vehicles. You've got a power claw in the squad and you don't want to get out, great, otherwise it's not really worth it. Wrecking ball, again, it's a vehicle wrecker. It doesn't do much to units because despite being a strength 9 hit, it's AB nothing. Reinforced ram allows you to do tank shocks, I believe, and adds +2 to the front arm when resolving death or glory, which is great because death or glory is a rule that allows models to try and destroy the vehicle that's running them. If they fail it, they die, so this makes it a little bit harder to kill. And it allows you to reroll terrain tests. It's a fast vehicle, so you can get around very quickly, as the flat out rule. Open top, so yes, it's easier to destroy, but you can assault out of it. Its other rule is ramshackle. I'm just going to flip and stop talking in case of the skipping thing. Hang on. Here we go. Ramshackle. If a truck suffers a vehicle destroyed or vehicle explodes or /wrecked result, so that now means if it loses all its hull points or it gets blown up on the vehicle damage table, roll on this table below and apply these effects instead of the normal ones. You roll once per penetrating hit, or sorry, incorrect. Once per explode result, or probably once per extra hull point removed as well. On a 1 or a 2, the truck explodes, the truck is destroyed, all passengers and models within D6 inches take a strength 3 hit. Surviving passengers must disembark and take a pinning test. Similar to actually blowing up, really. Careen is the same thing, however, it moves 3d6 inches in a random direction based on a scatter dice. You choose if you roll a hit, and then blows up. Crunch is basically wrecked. It doesn't explode, it just wrecks, so it might stop your precious unit inside getting blown up. For every time you roll, you always apply the lowest result. So if you roll a 2 and a 5, you apply the 2, not the 5, which is unfortunate. There are a few units that can be taken as troops. They are Knobs, Mega Knobs, which I've covered in my Elites video, War Bikers, which I'm going to come on to in my Fast Attack video, and Death Dreads, which I'll do for heavy support. But these two are your only actual troop units. In terms of running them, Ork Boys, you'll see 2-3 squads of these, usually, depending on what else has been taken. Gretchen, you'll either see as a blob for swamping an objective, or a small unit to hide and just protect an objective. But make sure if you do run the small unit particularly, you have a fast unit to come back and cover you. Trucks, you see rarely, but often if you need to get things like Mega Knobs, which are very slow to the front line, a truck will do it faster, but with more risk of being killed. So that's the Ork troop section. As for my announcement, me and a group of friends are planning a campaign. So that's, for those of you who don't know, a series of story-driven missions that maybe start here and then work their way down to a dramatic battle at the end. What we're planning to do is I'll explain more another time, but it's basically going to be me and my Imperial Guard and one of my friends who's playing Space Marines versus a Chaos Alliance versus Tyranids versus Necrons. Yes, it's a 4-way campaign, so it's going to get rather complicated to plan and do, but I'm hoping to start that soon. I'll keep you abreast and updated with what's going on. In fact, tonight I should be recording a battle report for the campaign, or just as a test battle report, between me and one of my friends who plays Chaos, and I'll be showcasing his Chaos army at a very soon date. That's what you can expect from me and the channel in the future, well, near future anyway. Hopefully some battle reports, some showcases, etc. In terms of the Orks, I'll come to the Fast Attack and Heavy Support pretty soon. If you have any questions or opinions or any advice for this campaign, because we're not the best at it, leave them in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, like, favourite, subscribe maybe. Be nice. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. My name is Michael, and I will see you again.